Coach Rock Q&A, I got it for you today. Your 5 questions, my 5 answers today on Gainz O'Clock. I'm Ryan Milton from TeamFFLEX here on my show, Gainz O'Clock. Every single Friday we get on here, TeamFFLEX TV, and we answer your questions. By we, I mean I answer your questions. I sit right here and I pick 5 of my favorite ones because I used to do these for way too long, 45, 50-minute videos. Now we just do 5, okay? I pick 5 questions that are in the mix that somebody asked me, you guys asked me on social media somewhere, and now we're here and we talk about it. I cover them all for you. The idea is, you know, your questions, my answers, those kind of things, they can help a wide variety of people just beyond even yourself. So let's get right to business. Let's talk about it. Question number 1 comes from Brittany. This question is, tips for stage presence during comparison. It's less of a question, more of, tips, but whatever. Let's talk about it. Comparisons are important. This is where the judges are seeing you in the lineup next to other competitors. This is where they decide, who's going to win or who's going to be in that first call out, who's going to be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Comparisons are very important. And, it's easy to kind of get, out of the mix sometimes. The judges are looking at these people, they might not notice you. Stage presence becomes very important. Keep your eyes right on the judges. Keep your eyes on them all the time. Smile. Never let your smile off. Keep your poses locked in and make sure that you're watching, your breathing. Breathing becomes very important on stage. A lot of times competitors turning you out there for a while. Judges turning you out there a while trying to compare you to competitors, and you can get lazy. Your posing can get lazy. You start breathing through your belly, things like this. So, keep your eyes on the judges. Keep your smile big. Keep it, focused on what you're doing. Lock your poses in and watch your breathing. That's going to be 99% of what you need to do to be on top of your game in that call out, whatever it is. First call out, second call out, wherever you land, first place, 2nd, 4th, 5th, whatever. This will help. All right? Let's go here. Question number 2, Benjamin. Why is it important to repeat training sessions? Good question. A lot of people ask this. That's why I threw it in here. Repeating training sessions is really the only way that you're going to be able to actually get progression, okay? A lot of people always want variety. They always want something different. They always want something new. That's a curse of humanity. But the truth is, you got to repeat training sessions. You got to repeat these exercises, make progression in them, add more weight, perfect your form, do all these things to get better results. A lot of times your training session, it's like, you want to stick to the basics a lot of times and do the basics and get really good at the basics, and also have, a lot of other things in your training that are specifics that may change and adapt over time, but not lose sight of the fact that you still need to repeat training sessions to get progress. If you're always doing something random, you're going to get very good at doing random things, but not a very specific result that you want. And if you have specific goals, you need a specific plan, and then you need to repeat that plan and get there. So that'd be the answer there, Benjamin. Question number 3 comes from Ashley. How much bigger is lower body and wellness versus bikini? It is a lot bigger, Ashley. It's a lot bigger. A lot of people have wondered, what's the difference here? What are we talking about? It looks like bikini in a lot of ways. I've heard people say they can't tell the difference, but the truth is, it is a very different division. It is its own division. It is a lot more lower body mass, okay? And we'll see this year at Olympia. When we get wellness at the Olympia this year, we're going to see a dramatically different look between top Olympian bikini and between top Olympia wellness, and that's really what's going to happen. It's going to be dramatically different, but the lower body and wellness is so much more developed, a lot more glute development, a lot more hamstrings, a lot more quad, just a lot more development overall. So that's really important to note, really important to see, and it's just a lot more developed, okay? I'll be back with the last 2 questions right after this break.
TeamFFLEX.com presents a revolution in the online competition coaching experience. Contest prep has been redefined. From anywhere around the world, at the touch of a button, your entire totally custom coaching experience built just for you. Constantly monitored and adapted by your own expert competition coach. The most complete competition coaching experience awaits you now. Go to TeamFFLEX.com and try it free.
All right, question number 4 comes from Kayla. Can you do multiple divisions at the same show? The answer would be, it depends on what type of competitor you are. Okay, this is mainly more doable if you're a beginner. If you're somebody trying to figure out your division, you may not be too far down the line in either division, then yes, you could. From a technical standpoint, absolutely, you can cross over, you can do multiple divisions, but it becomes hard to do this at a higher level. Like, let's say you're a bikini competitor and you get to the point where you're trying to get a pro card, you're going to nationals, doing all this. It's better to stick with one division at that point, and really focus on doing that, because if you're doing multiple divisions, you have to fit multiple criteria, which, again, can be done if you're a beginner maybe, and you're competing at beginner type events where other beginners are there, but nobody's really super advanced, then sure. And you might carve out and figure out, all right, I like, wellness over bikini or figure over bikini, things like that. But the higher level is hard to do this. Wouldn't say to do that at all. I'd say find your division, focus on it, and stay there and train for it. That's how you're going to get your best and go your furthest, all right? Last question. Question number 5 comes from Michaela. What's the best training split for wellness? I've done a lot of content on this channel about wellness. I actually just did a wellness video the other day talking about a leg day, specific leg day, so check that out if you didn't see it. But a training split for, a general sense would be something that focuses on the lower body 2 to 3 times a week, different forms. Maybe a quad day, maybe a glute day, hamstring day, maybe a combo day where you do quads and glutes, hamstrings, glutes, and overall lower body, something like that. But 2 to 3 days a week where you're focused on each part of the lower body, and this is different for each person, keep that in mind. And then, pretty much just 2 days for the most part where you're doing upper body. So it could be a back and shoulder, shoulders and arms, things like that. There's all different ways to vary this. You got to really know what you need to improve and work on to get wellness ready, because every physique is different. Every training program should be different. It should all be different. And if you can do that, then you're definitely going to build a program that's going to be specific for that. And that's going to be what you end up doing. So that's a general sense, but something that focuses on the upper body. 2 days a week for the most part, sometimes it's less even, honestly, and then 2 to 3 days for the lower body. Alright, so hopefully that was helpful, but also check out my free coaching trial at TeamFFLEX.com. Show you full split right there. Alright, let's do that. Okay, thanks you guys. That's it for today. Gainz the Clock. Appreciate you watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the video. Thank you. Coach Rye is out.